Nice to see you, my young friend.
Stop a thief in there.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to witch carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. To be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight.
Так вообще мне надо переделать все. Так, вот это все фигня. Получается, это вот так вот. Теперь это так, это вот так.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Revelio.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see it. If you don't mind, I
Жестко.
just need a moment alone.
Are you all right, Anne? Trude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fight.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after... I must say, I wasn't prepared for...
Uncle Solomon is frustrated. by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to...
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. I wish you well.
That boy will frame my...
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my...
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. I miss my sister. Come with me. I need to show you where it... Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate.
Revelio.
They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard, dead wizard in my book. Ah! Accio!
Good for you.
Afraid to fight.
А где командир? А, я не то поставил, ётерный бабай. Подожди. А, вот он, командир гоблинов.
You're like a glum bumble beneath my feet. Over here. Do you think this is funny? You call that spell casting? You are postponing the inevitable. I won't rest. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Короче.
One less human to worry about.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they...
Couldn't agree more. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been... She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying... Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen, and not... They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What would...
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her. Which could...
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here. And it's likely...
And at... Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Confringo! Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago.
Revelio.
That's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pen...
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts, where you ended up... And now you've been witnessing memories left by... Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these, and if I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio. Confringo.
Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos.
Reparo.
Lumos. A journal entry of Isadora's. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio.
Lumos. Reparo. Confringo. Reparo. Incendio. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that.
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that...
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness...
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've
been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago. Can his lot have been searching there? You said that...
I can't be sure, of course.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not...
True.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts? No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins near. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it.
All right.
You got one!
Revelio.
There. I'm not going to hurt you. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the nabs. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein.
All right.
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large... Deke will meet you there.
Revelio.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Perhaps we should work quickly. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and...
Good luck.
Levioso.
Professor Howard will never believe this. I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the nap. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not...
Are there any other beasts?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke.
It is. Moon calves. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way...
I shall go and find a moon calf then. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Levioso!
I'll look after you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvellous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Deke's no herbology professor, but some plants here seem to be ready to harvest. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home.
Indeed. I only hope...
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them. And yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as... If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you.
Very well.
Most excellent.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an
enchanted loom.
Making your clothing more useful in a variety. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what...
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.